one of the best places to check out animal diversity is at a zoo. And I thought, other than just going to the Calgary Zoo, what's one of the best animals to check diversity? That's why today we're going to check out the penguins. About diversity. Now, diversity is just variation or change, things that are a little bit different from the other thing. Diversity is just something that we have in our daily life, everywhere we are, everywhere we go, and we're just going to look a little bit more into that. I'm here at the penguin plunge exhibit in the Calgary Zoo, where they have 4 of the 18 species of penguin. Now, each of these species have a different size, a different color, a different call, and they come from different regions. Alright, so before we talk about the diversity of these 18 species, let's talk about what it is that connects them all together. Penguins themselves are a little bit different from birds. They walk upright. They have shorter feathers than birds. They spend most of their time in the water. They have wings for gliding in the water rather than for flying. They have oil glands on their skin which help them in their swimming. And also they go through a phase called molting. These 18 species of penguins are then divided into 6 general groups. The banded, the little, the crested, the yellow-eyed, the bush-tailed, and the large. These groups note the key and more obvious differences between the groups, and from these 6 groups, the diversity of the penguins are more obvious. Here we have the 4 species of penguins at the Calgary Zoo. We have the king penguin here, who belongs to the large group, the Humboldt penguin here, who belongs to the banded group, the gentoo penguin belonging to the bush-tailed group, the rockhopper penguin belonging to the crested group. Alright, so I'm here by a map just showing all the different kinds of penguins we have at the Calgary Zoo. They mostly are all around Antarctica. We have 3 of them. The gentoo penguins, which is the yellow, they're all around Antarctica in a little ring. The blue, which represents the rockhopper penguin, they're down near New Zealand, up in the Indian Ocean, and also off the coast of South America. Third penguin that lives around Antarctica we have is the king penguin. They are the pink, and they are also off of South America, New Zealand, and in the Indian Ocean. And finally we have the one species called the Humboldt penguin, and it lives just off of South America in Chile and Peru. King penguins belong to the large penguin group, rightfully so, as they are the 2nd largest species of penguin behind the emperor penguin. They can grow between 85 to 95 centimeters tall and are between 11 to 15 kilograms. King penguin has orange coloring around its chest, which easily separates itself from the other penguins. King penguins mostly breed in the summertime, and after the egg has been laid, the mother will immediately go and search for food and then return to take over the incubation period. Their lifespan is anywhere between 15 to 20 years. These penguins dive between 100 and 300 meters for small fish and squid. The king penguins are a little bit less active than other penguins. This is to conserve their body heat as they live in the Antarctic. So who goes after these big king penguins? Well, the skuas do go after them like most penguins, but also they have to deal with leopard seals and even orcas. The king penguin is very vocal, and you can often hear colonies from up to a kilometer away. The king penguins are the least concerned on the conservation list. They do have to deal with climate change, but they also have to deal with new fisheries that kind of push them out of their habitat. So if you've watched Surf's Up, you've seen a gentoo penguin. Lanny, in that movie, is actually a gentoo penguin. Also, if you've watched Mr. Popper's Penguins, every single one of those little penguins in that movie was a gentoo penguin. They only reach about 71 centimeters tall, grow between 5.0 to 6.2 kilograms. So gentoo penguins have a white little band above their head, kind of like earmuffs, which is a different pattern for each penguin. These parents are very involved with their children and are known for being very nurturing. While the egg is being incubated, the parents alternate the care of the egg while the other one goes to collect food. They alternate the care of the child until the child is fully grown. Like the king penguin, these penguins live anywhere between 15 to 20 years old. As far as hunting for food, the Gen 2 penguins will search for food within 14 kilometers. However, they may travel up to twice that distance. Excuse me, sir. I heard a rumor that you guys can swim up to 36 kilometers an hour. Is that true? These penguins are some of the fastest penguins and can travel between 11 kilometers an hour and 36 kilometers an hour. How fast have you gone? Gen 2 penguins dive between 40 and 120 meters just to get their krill or squid or other kinds of fish. Now they may dive up to 450 times every single day just for their food. Their predators include different kinds of seabirds such as skuas, kelp gulls, sheathbills, giant petrels, and in the ocean they deal with leopard seals, fur seals, and even orcas. Unfortunately, because of climate change, competition with fisheries, pollution, and human disturbance, Gen 2 penguins are listed as near threatened on the conservation list. Homo penguins are smaller and get to only about 70 centimeters and are between 4.2 and 5.0 kilograms. This is the weight of a newborn baby. They belong to the banded penguin group as they have a white stripe near their eyes and a pink spot on their eye, which is there to allow for cooling. So why would these penguins need cooling? Well, actually, these penguins do not live near Antarctica or the southern tip of South America. They actually live more near Chile and Peru, which, as you know, is a little bit warmer. Humboldt penguins make nest-sized little burrows in which they take care of the children. They grow up between 15 to 20 years old. Humboldt penguins can swim up to 10 kilometers an hour. Humboldt penguins feed on small schooling fish such as anchovies and sardines, but they also eat little squid. As these penguins live in Chile or Peru, they are affected by the El Nino and have to swim even farther to get their fish. In addition to El Nino, Humboldt penguins are affected by competition with fisheries, tourism, change in their habitat, and climate change. Because of this, they are listed as vulnerable on the IUCN conservation list. Alright, so I had the rockhopper penguins right behind me. These are one of the better known species of penguin. They were featured in both the movie Happy Feet as Lovelace and also Surf's Up as Cody Maverick. Rockhopper penguins are the smallest of these four penguins. They only grow up to be about 58 centimeters tall and between 2.0 to 3.4 kilograms. That's smaller than a newborn baby. Excuse me, sir. Can you tell me where you live? Okay. These guys live in colonies in small little islands in the southern Atlantic Ocean. Islands such as Tristan da Cunha and Go Island. And actually they return to the same breeding grounds every single year. How old are you, sir? How tall are you? How much do you weigh? 10 feet. So the rockhopper penguin lifespan is only about 10 years old. Rockhopper penguins are very vocal. They use what's called ecstatic vocalization when returning to their colony or trying to find a mate. So rockhopper penguins can swim up to 6 kilometers an hour and dive up to 100 meters into the ocean in order to get different kinds of fish, different kinds of crustaceans, krill, even octopus. During the winter months, rockhopper penguins feed for 3 to 5 months without even setting foot on land in that time. Because of this steady decline in numbers, the rockhopper penguins are listed as vulnerable on the conservation list and are being watched by conservationists all around the world. Do you have anything else you would like to tell the people watching this video? Okay, well that's a wrap. That 4 of the 18 species of penguin, and you can already see their diversity is pretty big between their feather colors, their beak sizes, between how fast they can go and what they eat. So penguins are quite diverse.